Today's breaking news: Donald Trump has just issued a stunning directive that could push the world to the edge of economic warfare. In a move that no one saw coming, the former president has ordered the U.S. Navy to actively block Chinese cargo ships from entering key American ports, a decision that has sent shockwaves through global financial markets and triggered an international frenzy of political outrage and military mobilization. But that's not the full story, because what's happening behind closed doors in Washington and Beijing is even more terrifying than anyone imagined. At first, it seemed like just another trade maneuver. But intelligence sources are now revealing that this blockade may be just the beginning of a much larger plan to cripple China's economic grip on the world, a plan that includes not only the seizure of Chinese cargo, but even potential cyber warfare, escalations, and secret military standoffs in the South China Sea. And while major media outlets are scrambling to catch up, we've uncovered the real reason behind this order, and it's not what you think. Deep inside classified briefings, leaked documents reveal that China may have been secretly funneling surveillance equipment inside cargo containers, disguised as harmless electronics, bound for American consumers. Could this be the smoking gun that justifies Trump's latest move? According to top-level Pentagon insiders, the Navy has already intercepted 3 Chinese vessels carrying suspicious materials, and what they found on board might ignite the most devastating international incident since the Cuban Missile Crisis. But that's only scratching the surface. Trump's hardline approach isn't just about economic retaliation. It's about global dominance. In private meetings with defense advisors, he allegedly said, "If we don't stop them now, we'll be buying bullets from Beijing in 5 years." The move has already caused China to retaliate, threatening to impose immediate and severe sanctions on U.S. agricultural exports, rare earth minerals, and even pharmaceuticals, an action that could bring the American supply chain to its knees in a matter of weeks. Meanwhile, tensions are erupting in the Taiwan Strait, where both American and Chinese warships are now shadowing each other in what's being described as a high-stakes game of naval chicken. The last time ships from both nations were this close, military analysts say we were just seconds away from a live-fire incident. And this time, the stakes are even higher. Wall Street is in chaos. The Dow plunged nearly 1,200 points in a single day following the announcement. Major corporations with Chinese supply lines, like Apple, Tesla, and Walmart, are reporting delays, shutdowns, and internal panic. One leaked email from a Fortune 500 CEO bluntly states, "This is the beginning of the economic apocalypse." American consumers may soon feel the pain directly, with prices on electronics, clothing, and food expected to spike within days. Inflation, already a ticking time bomb, is now on the verge of exploding. But perhaps most disturbing is that global intelligence agencies believe China has already activated a series of retaliatory cyber attacks targeting American banking infrastructure, leading to strange outages and unexplained freezes across several financial platforms over the past 72 hours. And what about America's allies? NATO remains divided, with some European powers quietly backing China for economic reasons, while others stand firmly behind Trump's America First naval doctrine. The United Nations has called for an emergency session, and behind closed doors, countries are reportedly preparing for resource hoarding and rapid militarization. This isn't just a trade war, it's economic trench warfare, and no one is safe. The ripple effects have already reached developing nations across Africa and Latin America, where Chinese-funded infrastructure projects are now in limbo, and American investment is surging to counter Beijing's influence. Meanwhile, U.S. Navy fleets are receiving rapid redeployment orders, with aircraft carriers repositioning across the Pacific, signaling that this confrontation could turn kinetic at any moment. Back in Washington, the political fallout is volcanic. Democrats are accusing Trump of overreach, claiming his actions risk plunging the world into chaos. But Republican hardliners are calling it the bold move America needed to finally break free from China's economic stranglehold. And in a twist that no one saw coming, insiders claim that several moderate Democrats are now quietly backing Trump's blockade behind closed doors, fearful of appearing weak on China during an election cycle where foreign policy is becoming the dominant issue. A viral video from inside the Oval Office shows Trump slamming his fist on the desk, shouting, "We built this economy. We're not handing it over to communists." That clip alone has generated over 10 million views in just 24 hours. As this unprecedented standoff unfolds, many are asking the same chilling question. Is this how World War III begins? The parallels to pre-war Europe are disturbing: blockades, economic hostilities, secret alliances, and rising nationalism. China's Ministry of Commerce has already stated that any further interference with its cargo fleets will be seen as an act of war. Meanwhile, American naval commanders are reporting unusual movements by Chinese submarines near Guam and Hawaii, raising fears of a potential naval confrontation in the Pacific theater. Defense analysts are warning that we are entering the most dangerous geopolitical environment since 1945, and that the next 72 hours will determine whether diplomacy survives or collapses entirely. And if that wasn't enough, tech insiders are warning of a parallel war unfolding online. In just the last week, over 60 major American websites and servers have been hit by sophisticated DDoS attacks traced back to mainland China, with speculation mounting that China is using commercial tech firms as cyber proxies to cripple the U.S. digital economy. This is not just about steel, soybeans, or shipping lanes anymore. This is about the future of global power. A leaked CIA briefing reportedly warns that if the U.S. doesn't assert dominance now, it could lose economic supremacy for the next 50 years. And guess what? India, Russia, and even Saudi Arabia are watching this unfold very carefully, choosing sides behind closed doors, while the public sees only the surface chaos. American voters are split down the middle. Some see Trump as a madman driving us toward catastrophe. Others see him as the last line of defense against a Chinese economic takeover. But no matter where you stand, one thing is undeniable: history is being written right now, and we are all living through it. Whether this escalates into a full-scale global economic war or settles into a new world order depends on decisions being made in the next few days. Every headline, every ship movement, every diplomatic phone call is now a potential spark. And as tensions rise and the world holds its breath, one question still haunts every analyst and policymaker: how far is Trump willing to go to win this war? For more updates on this unfolding crisis, subscribe to our channel.